Okay, real quick. So general form is the same as what other form? Standard. So general standard, and I apologize, they had it labeled. I taught it saying standard. Everything on our notes was standard, but standard and general are the same thing. So if you're given vertex form, you want to go back to general form. What you're going to do is you're going to just take this, multiply it out. And I'll just multiply it quickly. Let's see if I don't make any errors. It's 4. So my general form looks like it's going to be x squared minus 8x plus 20. And then the factored form, well, let's see if we can factor that down. So our magic number is 20, both negative. Let's see. Can I factor that down? Factors of 20 are 1 and 20, 2 and 10, and 4 and 5. There's no way I can do that where... So there's not... Factored form does not exist. It's not going to work on this one. Okay, and that can happen, that's no problem. So don't stress it if it can't happen. Next one, vertex form was that. So let's get it to general form. So I'm going to go x plus 1, and then minus 4, whatever the answer comes out to. So that's x squared plus 1x plus that's 2x plus 1 minus 4. So x squared plus 2x minus 3. There's that general form on that one. 2x minus 3. And then let's see if we can factor that. So I'm going to try and get to negative 3, so I need to get a positive negative. So 1 and 3 are my factors. So it looks like we can go x plus 3, x minus 1. That one worked out nicely. And I didn't go through the whole factoring thing, I just kind of did it. You good so far? Number 3 was goofy. Why is it goofy? Yeah. So this, for some reason, this was the general form. So this didn't go there. They had goofed that up on that worksheet. I have not taught you how to get to the from general to vertical. It's called something called completing the square, unless the factor comes out to 2 perfect squares. But let's take a look. So let's get to the factor form. So I'll factor out a 2x. I have this. And then my magic number is negative 3. So positive and negative are signs, and 1 and 3. So I have 2. X squared minus 3x plus 1x minus 3. So our factored form is going to be this. 2. X minus 3 oh shoot, I just goofed in my head. Anyone got it? Factor in x. Oh, x minus 3, x minus 3. Is that right? Yeah. So the nice thing is, if it does come out to this, here's our factored form. What form is this then? It happens to go to the vertex form. So, oh, cool. So sometimes they get goofy, but it can work. All right, next one, number 4, we want the vertex, the X-Intercept, the Y-Intercept. This one's already set up to find the Y-Intercept. The Y-Intercept is going to be 0, negative 20. Why is that? Yeah, our C value is always our Y-Intercept, so if it's in standard form or general form, go with that. The vertex, so let's try and find the vertex. So do this next. I think on this one we can go negative b over 2a, and then plug in. So I'm going to get negative 8 over 2, so that's negative 4. Let's see if we can plug it in. Negative 4 plugged in, that's going to give me 16. Minus 32 minus 20. So that's going to give me negative, let's see, negative 16, negative 36. So there's my vertex. And then our x-intercepts, we need to do it, put it in factored form, or we have to use the quadratic formula to get there. Our magic number is -20. Still have alternating signs. So 1 and 2 and 10. Excuse me. 1 and 20, 2 and 10, 4 and 5. So 2 and 10 will work. So let's see, I have x squared plus 10x minus 2x minus 20. So I get x minus 2, x plus 10. Solve each of those for 0 to get your x-intercept. So you're going to have 2 comma 0 and -10 comma 0. Sorry if I seem a little out of it. Boy, my allergies are, whoo! I was out yesterday coaching with the wind blowing, and I got every pollen in the world. And I kind of feel a little weird. Coach my daughter's soccer team.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We'll just start coaching with the gas.
Yeah, I've coached them, same girls for 6 years, so it's kind of fun. Yeah. Feeling okay? Alright, next one. We want to find the vertex, the x-intercept, and the y-intercept. Well, this is already set up in vertex form. Okay, -1, -4, perfect. To find the x-intercept, let's multiply it out. Let's go x plus 1, minus 4, so that's going to give me x squared plus 2x plus 1, minus 4, so that's x squared plus 2x minus 3. So that just factors down to x plus 3, x minus 1. If I do it quickly, so my x-intercepts are -3, 0, and 1, 0. And then my y-intercept, being that we're multiplied out, is just going to be this value right here. So my y-intercept will be 0, -3. We're done. All right, this one looks like it's set up to find the x-intercepts pretty easily. So my x-intercepts are -1, 0, and 3, 0. I can find the y-intercepts the quick, easy way. Yeah, so 2 times 1 times -3, so that's 2, -3, so 0, -6. And then if we wanted to find the vertex, 2 ways we could do it. Because we know the x-intercepts, we know the vertex happens halfway in between those. So let's think about this for a second. If I have -1, 0, 1, 2, and 3.
Wait, it's 1.
-1, 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So let's see. Bring it in. So here at 1 comma something, we'll have our vertex. So what do I have to do to get the something? Plug it in. Okay, you just plug it right into the x's on the original. So you have 2, then 1 plus 1, which is 2, and 1 minus 3, which is -2. That'll give me -8. So there's our vertex. Happy day. Bless you. All right, best way to find the vertex? Someone asked, isn't that just a matter of opinion? Sure, I mean, you know that -b over 2a and the plug-in would work. Vertex form would work. So, what's the best way? I mean, if it's already set up in vertex form, cool. If it's set up in standard form, cool. But then if you know that if you have where it crosses the x-axis, find the middle, and then also plug in. So that's another thing. Best way to find the x-intercepts. So find it, factor it, or use the quadratic equation. Those will both find your x-intercepts. Best way to find the y-intercept, it's your c value or all constants multiplied. So all constants, a constant is something that's not attached to a letter, so it's not like 3x. It's like it's x minus 3, it's negative 3 that would be your constant. Okay, so those are just some ways of running through real quick. Can I move on? Okay, they want us to factor it, find the x-intercept, and find the vertex. We're not worried about the y-intercept on this problem. I mean, if we wanted to, we'd say the y-intercept 0, negative, or 0, 64, but we're not worried about it. If I factor this, this will factor down to x minus 8, x minus 8. So where does it cross the x-intercept? The x-intercept crosses at 8, 0. What do we also know about this one and the vertex? It's the same, okay, because this happened twice. This is also the vertex. Okay, so this is one that comes down, the graph comes down and kisses the x-axis once and goes back the other direction. It doesn't cross it two times. Cool? Factor x-intercept and vertex. Okay. The y-intercept on this case we know is 0, 8. It's not asking for it. So let's find the vertex first. So negative b over 2a. And then plug in. So negative b, negative 6 over 2a. So that'll give me negative 3. Plug that in, see what we get. Negative 3 squared is 9, minus 18 plus 8. Does that make sense? 9 minus 18 is negative 9. Negative 9 plus 8 is negative 1. I got my vertex. Cool? Yeah. Let's factor it. I can just factor it real quick. It'll happen to be x plus 2, x plus 4. Where crosses the x-axis is at negative 2, 0, and at negative 4, 0. Again, I just kind of went through the factor quickly. You guys watch that show, Fear the Walking Dead?
No.
Start if you don't.
Isn't that like the prequel?
Why? Why? No,
I don't know if it's the prequel or if it's happened
it's
at
how
the
it
same
started.
time. Is it how it started?
Yeah.
It's like in a different state.
Yeah, it's like in
Yeah,
California.
no, I think it's like how the whole thing started.
But it's like a year before, supposedly, or
Yeah, it's about like nobody knows what's happening yet, and it's
Right.
all like how it first happened.
I remember watching the first episode, and it was just like, kid, give me the knife. Okay. It's like, why do you have the knife? Don't you know there's a disease that's going around? And it's like, all right.
it gets better after that. It's worth going and watching.
I mean, like, I actually started watching it when it like first came out, and I'm like, what's going on? I didn't really like even watch like the whole episodes to like The Walking Dead.
Ah,
I need to get into like some good shows. I've never even
Walking
seen like
Dead, Fear
Breaking
the
Bad.
Walking Dead. Really?
Never, not even one episode.
That's a pretty good
The
show.
only clip that I have seen is where the guy like comes out and he's like fixing his tie and then he like falls over because like half of his body's like decrepit. Decrepit. He's like pushing like the button.
Dexter, you watch Dexter?
Oh yeah, I watched Dexter.
Oh, I love that show. It's nothing like rooting for a serial killer, right?
No.
Oh, he only kills the bad people, though.
That's good. I mean, like at least he has like a priority.
Yeah, but you know, he killed the one person who wasn't a bad person, so he kind of felt bad about it.
What about his wife that he actually had to work with, and then they got divorced and they still had to work with each other, and they like hated each other in the show,
Oh yeah.
or like in real life, but not in the show.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. All right. Let's see. Factor x-intercept vertex. Let's find the vertex first. Shh. Vertex. So I got negative b over 2a, plug it in. So I get negative 2 over 2 times 5, that's 10. So negative 2, and let's see, negative 2 squared, that's 4, so that gives me 20. Minus 40, minus 60. Oh my gosh, is that okay? Did I do that right? Think. 20 minus 40, minus 60. Help me.
What?
20 minus 40 minus 60. Is that negative 80?
Yeah, it is.
So there's my vertex.
Yay.
X-intercepts, well, let's factor it first. We factor this one, we have to realize we have a greatest common factor. It's a minus 15. The factors of 15. Is that right? 1 and 15, 3 and 5.
Oh.
What do we know? It's not going to factor. How can we find where it crosses the x-intercepts if it doesn't factor?
Oh, x equals plus or square root.
Yeah, so that's not going to work. So we got to go to the quadratic formula. So my a value is going to be 5, b value is 20, c value is negative 60. X equals negative b plus or minus square root b squared. That's 400 minus 4 a c. Uh-oh. All over 2a. Help me out, please. 4 times 5, that's 20, so it's going to be positive because that's 9. So it's 20 times 60, it's 1,200.
Yep.
Over 10. So negative 20 plus or minus 1,600.
Yes.
Anyone know the square root of 1,600?
800.
800. Square root of 1,600, find it on a calculator. Square root thingy.
80.
80.
No. 4D.
4G.
400.
40? 40? 400? What do you guys think?
Yes.
So you negative 20 plus or minus 40 all over 10. Negative 20 plus 40 is?
40 is 20. Divided by 10 is 2.
So 20 over 10, so I get 2 comma 0 is 1 answer. Negative 60 over 10 is negative 60. Sweet, that works there and there. Why didn't that factor out? Did I goof up on that? Oh, I did. It would have factored. Oh my goodness. If I factor the 5 out, I get this. X squared plus 4x minus 12. Oh, that would have factored. I had it at 15. I'm sorry. If only I could do arithmetic as a math teacher. So then it would have factored to this.
Wait, did we just do?
I did. I had made that negative 15. So that's the factored form right there. Sorry about that. I guess I should put the 5 in front of it. I tell you what. Only 3,000 more slides to go. General form, X-intercept or Y-intercept, vertex. So the general form, I just need to multiply this out. Plus 3x, so it's going to be plus 2x minus 3. Here's our general form. Our y-intercept should be easy. At that point, they're negative 3. Vertex, we got negative b. 3x minus x. So vertex is negative 2. Plug that in. I plug it in anywhere. I'll plug it in here. So it's negative 2. It's going to be 1. Negative 3. There's our vertex.
Yeah.
Casey, I need you to scoot over. You know, we don't need to, have a love seat in back.
Space.
This problem was this. Oh, I didn't write it down. General form. Y-intercept. Vertex. Vertex is also, yeah, the vertex is the same thing. The reason why is, what's our B value? We don't have one, it's 0. And then I plug 0 back in, I get -4 out. So the y-intercept and the vertex are the same thing. Sweet. Almost done. Does anyone need me to go over 15? 3, 2.
I do.
There's your general form. Y-intercept is 0 to 63. The vertex, vertex, oh shoot. Negative b over 2a, so that's 30 over 6, so that's 5. Ay. That's going to give me, so 3 times 2 is 6, times -2 is -12. There's our vertex. Cool. 16. So y-intercept, 0, 3. X-intercept, we don't know yet. We don't know the vertex yet. So vertex, -b over 2a. So that's going to be 6. Plug it in. That's 36 minus, 12 times 6 is 72. All right. -36, -33. There's our vertex. And our x-intercepts. This will not factor down, so we got to use the quadratic formula. -b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. 12 plus or minus
132.
132 over 2. For this, we'll do this. That's where it crosses the x-axis. 2 different answers. Okay, almost done. You got a little time for me? Last time, almost done? 16. 17. Pretty easy. Here's our vertex. Our x-intercepts we don't know, so let's multiply it out. We'll have to use, in order to find, the y-intercept should be 0, 1. In order to find the x-intercepts, use your quadratic formula on it. Okay, because 2 numbers don't multiply to give me 1, add to give me 4. X-intercepts, 3, 0, -5, 0. The y-intercept, multiplier constant, so that's 0, -15. Our, logically, so -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so come in, 1, 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 come in, 1. Looks like a -1. So we're trying to find our vertex, plug it in. So that's going to give me -4, 4. Sweet. and the solving ones. Alright, so for vertex, so we gotta go y equals a, x minus h, 20 squared plus k. So I got hk. And our y-intercept is at -2, so that's the point 0, -2. So that's an x and a y value. So let's plug them in. So I got -2 is equal to a, I don't know. X is 0 minus h, which is 1 squared, plus k. So it looks like that. Let's do the arithmetic there. -1 squared is 1, so I get 1a, which is a. So that gives me a is equal to 1. So my equation, going back to that, I'm going to plug my a and h and k in. So there's that equation. 20. X-intercepts at 2 and -2 passes through 3, 5. Ooh, man. Really? So X-intercepts to there and passes through that point. All right, so I know that X equals -2, so that yields me X plus 2. And X equals 2, so that yields me X minus 4. Oh, whoa, minus 2, sorry. And then if I FOIL that out, I'm going to get x squared minus 4. Okay. 0.35. Any thoughts? We don't have a b value, we have a c value. So I think we can then modify this to look like y is equal to a x squared minus 4. We don't have a b value, but this is a point x and y. I can plug those in, so I get 5 is equal to a 3 squared minus 4. Oh, that's a tougher one. That's 9a minus 4. Add that, I get 9 equals 9a. So our a value is equal to 1. Oh, so this worked. There's our answer. I just didn't know. Last one, you guys ready? Yeah. Vertex of 1, -1 passes through 0, 1. Okay, so I'm going to use my equation looking like this. That's h, that's k, that's x, that's y. So I get 1 equals a, don't know. X is 0, minus 1 squared minus 1. Do the math inside, that gives me 1a, which is a. Add that 1 over, so I get 2 equals a. So my equation, and I am done. What do you suppose our homework is? Next page. It is the exact same thing, just change the problem. So you have the rest of the period not to line up by the door for the next 18 minutes. Let's work on this.
Yes.
Worksheet number 8, which is page 113, 114. This is, we are reviewing for this test that is coming. So if you need a picture of it, it's in the basket. We do have a test a week from today.
On this.
Yeah, well, it's going to be on this. We're going to start a third thing, a last thing, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, and there'll be another review day on Monday. Picture.